They are the innocent victims of war. But even these gut-wrenching scenes of suffering children are cause for debate on the international stage over who is responsible for civilian casualties. At least 41 were killed while seeking shelter at UN facilities. Secretary General Ban Ki-moon says that is a violation of international law.
UN shelters must be safe zones, not combat zones. Those who violate this sacred trust must be subject to accountability and justice.
We know that soldiers will remain on the Gaza border for quite some time.
While international law forbids what's referred to as collective punishment, Israel's supporters point out that it's also illegal to conduct military operations in the midst of civilians.
You can't blame Israel for retaliating. If Israel were not to retaliate, we now give a license to every single terrorist and telling them, we figured out a way for you to shoot at us and not be retaliated at, to be offered impunity. And that is going to a UN school, being in densely populated areas. We've given you a lesson for doing that.
The Gaza Strip is densely populated, and with Israel controlling the borders, Palestinian supporters point out that residents have nowhere to flee.
Even if there were militants somewhere in the vicinity, they were not in those schools. And the weapons that are being used are either massively imprecise or are intentionally targeting those places of refuge.
Today is a milestone.
When the UN officially recognized Palestine as a state in 2012, it opened the door to what may be the only way to settle the debate, at least legally, a trial before the International Criminal Court.
I see it's a big threat for Israel. And now, after what happened in Gaza in the last weeks, Palestine today play the card. They visit ICC.
The Palestinians have come close, but they've yet to actually join the ICC, which could also result in them being tried for war crimes. Israel and the United States, who provide the Palestinians with millions of dollars in aid, are pressuring them not to. And so the debate over who bears responsibility for civilian casualties in Gaza rages on. Kristen, Saloomey, Al Jazeera, the United Nations.